come to think of it. All right, we're going to play a lizard here. Not going to snap. Here it is. Knocking over the dino. They did play mid. We made the call to 13. Super Scroll? Oh. Wow. Super Scroll, Master Mold, and Ronan the Accuser all in the same video? Are you kidding me? Love it. Welcome back, my friends. $3,000 tournament on the line. Fellow content creator Dara is faced with the challenge of having to make the lower bracket run to get into the finals with a single deck, and he builds this gem, plucking Master Mold out of the obscurity of its weak release and putting his faith in Ronan the Accuser of all faces, and they don't let him down. He makes it into the finals to be able to have his showdown with Jeff Hoogland, and he takes him down in back-to-back matches to bring home the trophy. Ronan has never been so proud. This deck is the full package. It leverages so many unique aspects of control. It's incredibly hard for the opponent to be able to play around and against. Is this the best deck in Snap? Only time will tell. It has to have more testing to be able to see its full impact on the meta, and the meta is constantly evolving, especially with the Shuri nerfs that are incoming. I think that's actually only going to elevate what this deck is able to accomplish, and I just love seeing cards like Ronan the Accuser being able to come up here in the spotlight. So Master Mold is a Series 5 card. We do have a budget version here, and as we slide that up for you guys, if you want to be able to rock a Sarah Ronan deck, then this one right here removes the Hawk package, and also the Master Mold gives you more tools to be able to play around with Ronan, though the version that Dira was running with the Master Mold in there is the one that we are going to be focusing on here, because I think it opens up additional win conditions that really make the deck more flexible. So we are looking at the Hawk package with the Sarah, which is a common. It's a mainstay of the Sarah decks with the Rock Slide and the Korg as well. The Mystique to be able to grab on. But now Mystique gets an extra target and an additional win condition in Ronan the Accuser. Sarah has often, and Hawk decks have often run Devil Dino themselves, but this time the synergy with Ronan is even stronger because we're using Master Mold to be able to give the opponent 2 Sentinels in their hand. This chokes up their hand. It adds permanent stats, effectively permanent stats to Ronan the Accuser, because they can never shed the Sentinels from their hand, and if you're able to make them hit the maximum hand size, they don't draw, which is then fueling the synergy with the Hawk, which is a beautiful thing indeed. Normally, Ronan and Hawk are at odds with each other because Ronan wants to be able to have max, and Hawk doesn't want the opponent drawing extra cards out of their deck. But this way, the two synergize together, elevating both game plans. The rest of the pieces are just efficiency, Scorpion, Lizard, Killmonger. We have great matchups against Thanos in particular because they always have a high hand size. Killmonger has great targets and they want to draw a lot, which the Sentinels are going to gum them up and prevent them from being able to draw very much. Also, deck does very well up against Bounce because, again, attacking the opponent's hand size and available hand space prevents them from being able to cycle all the cards that they really want to. And then we've got Sarah and Dr. Doom, two of the best finisher pieces. We can run combos on the final turn, or we can just lay down the Dr. Doom and still be able to have access to closed off locations. Jumping in here for our showcase, we have the list up above. If you guys have had any success with a Ronan deck, you're gonna have to let me know in the comments down below. Read all of those. I'd love to get more playtime with the hand attack archetype. It's so interesting to me. And we are playing on the free-to-play account here. We're finally fulfilling the fantasy of the free-to-play account picking up a card, Master Mold, that the main account hadn't acquired, and being able to showcase even more lists for you guys. Because this one won the highest profile tournament the Snap community has ever had, I felt like I had to give it a showcase here. But I understand the crunch for Series 5 cards is real. Should you be spending tokens on Master Mold? I'm going to say yes, but only if you have this token stockpile to be able to pick up Kitty Pryde and High Evolutionary. I see those guys as higher priorities right now. This Thanos matchup is going to go beautifully, beautifully. I can set up Hawk in here. I think I just go along right, and the Killmonger is going to be able to knock them over. I'm putting a higher priority on picking up High Evolutionary and Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde hopefully going to be available later this month with her fix. High Evolutionary next month. If you got those covered, I mean, if you're waiting, by then, Master Mold is probably going to be on a series drop coming into S3. But otherwise, if you have a lot of tokens to splash, I'm actually putting a lot of weight on the Master Mold. It's had incredible success in this list specifically. Shows no sign of stopping. Let the good times roll. I really want to grab onto the Hawk with the Mystique. But then, my final play is just looking like a Killmonger plus Lizard, rather than working in the Rock Slide. Rock Slide would make the Hawk larger. They're going to keep on drawing. Hard to say. Hard to say, but let's go for it. Mystique in. Devil Dino? Okay, okay. Well, now I want to play the Shang-Chi as well. This is where we really wanted to have Sarah set up to be able to make all of these cheaper. Now here we dip underneath Shang-Chi range. Pivotal threshold for us. Honestly, Killmonger Lizard is looking pretty good to be able to shore up our already winning lanes. If they get additional card draw, they don't have hand space to really do it, to shrink our cards. And they've already played every... No, Redstone would give them one more card draw. Okay, so they have one more card that could give card draw, knocking us down by 2 on each side. If instead, I was to Shang-Chi to knock over the Dino, and then I could still play the Lizard, this would give me the advantage. He would be a 2. It would be 3 total. It would. It would give me an advantage. I think both lines of play are pretty good. But now, which one are we going to settle on? Here it's a bit of a guessing game as to where Lizard goes to shore up our weaknesses. The Killmonger is such high value, though, as an equaling factor. But then they just play something like Thanos, right? To be able to pass us. Maybe they still just do that. Come to think of it. Alright, we're going to play a Lizard here. Not going to snap. Here it is. Knocking over the Dino. They did play mid. We made the call to 13. Super Scroll? Oh! Wow! Super Scroll, Master Mold, and Ronan the Accuser all in the same video? Are you kidding me? Love it. Oh, now this is an opening hand. Oh, and the Tinkerer's Workshop literally goes right into Master Mold. Let's go. Now it means on turn 2, they will immediately be able to play a Sentinel. I knocked my little low card down. Opens up Sunspot. Nerfed Sunspot. Already back up to his old... Wow. Free energy. Hurry, guys. Get your games in now. They're giving away free energy on ladder. Tinkerer's Workshop into Project Pegasus. Can you guys imagine once we get Snowguard able to come in, repeat Project Pegasus? The interactions with the locations are always very interesting to me. You have to be very reactive. I hope that Snowguard is fun and that it finds a place to be played. I hate to see cards release and then just go straight onto the pile of obscurity. But now, I think you open Rock Slide, right? Rock Slide is first. You're hoping to be able to find the Mystique to clip on to the Hawk. You also want to give them the rocks earlier so they have a chance of getting the dud draws. We dodged the Cosmo, thank goodness. Thank goodness. It's another Project Pegasus. The most energy in a game ever possible? Chat? You're gonna have to... Somebody's gonna run the stats and probably have had like a Superflow Project Pegasus, or maybe a double Superflow game. But this could be the most energy that I've ever had in a game. Bar none. Ronan and then Hawk? Yeah, Ronan and then Hawk. I think they're going to have more cards in deck than they are going to have cards in hand because of so much energy to be able to play everything that they could possibly want. And then I Killmonger to be able to knock over the Sunspot. I imagine Sunspot's going to get pretty beefy right here on a pass. If they're holding any control pieces, they're going to want to just invest. Yep, Sentinel. But they get rid of the Sentinels here from the hand because the Cosmo blocks the ability. There it goes. So yeah, they had 9 energy there. They spent 4 and then they lost. It's a hard loss to stomach on that one. 12 power Hawk. They have 4 energy, but I'm just going to hold my chi. Unfortunately here, maybe I could have just held Korg as well. Again, praying for the Mystique top deck. Now you are Shuri. Straight into the 18 power Shulky. Ooh. Oof, oof. Did Shuri still manage to weasel away into a win? They passed on so much energy, they were able to combo the two together as though they had actually been able to play Shuri on curve. McLovin, I'm gonna give it to you. Brilliancy on the play. The Cosmo to knock the Sentinels out of hand, to break up my game plan, passing on so much energy to still be able to play Shuri and She-Hulk so that you didn't mess up your own energy curve. Props, props. And this is it. They do flip first, though. If you're going for... Ooh. Wow. Yeah, why would I play Dr. Doom? When? No, I have to. Yeah, I have to. I have to. Hang on. I'm like, I can catch whatever they play with the Shang-Chi. I can, but if I do, I lose because he just plays here and then he's ahead at 2 locations. I play here, so I get the go-ahead. And then, even if it's Taskmaster, the Doombot is enough to be able to pass them. Now, if they can squeeze Titania in, it goes to McLovin, so... They double it up. The Taskmaster takes them to 21, and then it's only the 0. Oh, let's go. What a match on a knife's edge. Again, Master Mold opening hand. It's so good. Crimson Cosmos, we get in there very easily. I play a lot of decks that I have an adverse reaction to Crimson Cosmos because they're curved out so low. This one, I'm in Big House. Well, what a twist. We're going to be very segmented. We have only the cheap cards, only the expensive cards. Sarah skews things. We can play Sarah herself over here, but then my 4s have to get played. They can be played to the Big House, but they can't be played to Crimson Cosmos. Magic Pegasus again. These are locations. They are some locations. Why am I playing here? I'm playing to Crimson Cosmos. I said this was a must. And then I will scorp the Big House because I'm going to need some presence there. We can get the Doombot in later. I mean, now I can get whatever. I should be able to have no problem winning Big House. My problem is Crimson Cosmos. Oh, the Sandman. Okay, okay. Showdown with ramp, true ramp aficionado. I need tempo. I need focus. I need... Man, they can play big cards to Crimson Cosmos. They'll be protected by my Shang-Chi, from my Shang-Chi now. I think I do Rock Slide over here. Not being able to combo anything after setting up Sarah really hurts. So there's the Dino, and he knows it's safe from the Shang-Chi. Yeah. Well played, well played. I can get the Doom in now, though. Which is pretty good blanket pressure. I mean, we're hanging in there just because our deck still curves up pretty high, higher than a lot of other Sarah decks are going to. And making him sweat. But I did not draw what I wanted at all. Oh no, we needed Ronan. I think even with Ronan, we would have dropped off, right? I could have played Ronan here. 6 cards in hand to match his Dino and then get the go-ahead. Yeah, but then he's just playing Odin to be able to repeat. All right. Ramp got us. It is the counter matchup. We hung in there as well as we could. We bounce with 1 cube and we're happy with that. Babe, I need help. We just opened the new rocket variant and now I have competing variants. Which one can I use? We just opened Egg Leg Rocket here.
Oh, he's so cute.
I don't think cute is what he's going for. Hang on, let me show the spread. There we go. So we got this puppy.
Which is funny because he has so many rockets.
Yeah, and then I got this one. The fact that the free-to-play picked up a duplicative variant is crazy. Also, they don't have names. Normally they have like cool names. Who are we? Which rocket is best rocket?
I mean, I like getting new stuff, so I say new one.
Cult of the New. All right, Cult of the New. Mer Island shows. That'll be great for our low power but early tempo cards. We play Master Mold first, then we go Scorpion. Hope to Yandu. Ooh, Yandu. Are you Galactus or are you Destroy? Not necessarily a bot. Going to shuffle away the hands. Amazing synergy between Mold, Atalan, and the Hawk. When you shuffle away the hands, it's going to put the extra cards that are now in hand into their deck, making the Hawk much bigger. And also you are Galactus. But now, I have your null, and I'm debuffing your hand, so maybe if we get set up into a bit of a mirror finish, the null is going to be big enough for me, but not big enough for you. That has to be our hope. I got the null back, yes. Saved. Rock slide. I think at this point I need to start diversifying. I need pressure on other lanes, just to be able to have some presence. But then it could get knocked over because of a Shang-Chi. I don't know. Galactus is a tough cookie to crack. We go Hawk, Cork. This is where he plays Galactus, and that is where we're going to flip Null. I think that his anticipation will be that Null will win him the match, not knowing that we have one ourselves. Very fortunate Daily Bugle flip. The list, we have some very powerful cards that we can play towards the end of the game, but it can still be, we can still certainly struggle up against, what? What? Goofy dude? Are you okay? You can't just go kneel before Galactus in this situation, right? If you kneel here, it's, well, it would be a tie. It would just be a tie. I think I have to Ronan to try and make up the gap right over here, though. Right? Yeah, the card that Yondu sniped is a 0, so Null is a -1 right now. He's a nothing burger. Let's. Is it the Psycho Umbaku? They're gonna Galactus and then get the Umbaku jump? Please no. Please no. Shang-Chi? Yeah. Alright. We take these. That null got so big because of the Shang-Chi at the very end. Not enough time to get it to the board for them, unfortunately. So here is the deck in all of its hand attack deck bloat glory. Is this going to be the future of Sarah? I think it actually might be, and getting to see Ronan come to the board just gives me an innate sense of joy. Really love it. If you guys are able to pick this one up, I hope it earns you many cubes on the climb up to infinite. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.